Hey, good morning. It's very early here, but I couldn't sleep, so I got up and was looking through some of my old videos, and people watch them all the time. And sometimes leave messages, and when they do, it pulls up all the other messages. So I found this question that I'm going to answer on this video today, and I apologize to this person because it's 3 years old. But sometimes things get missed, and honestly, I think sometimes they don't see them because I'm not meant to answer them. Because in searching, when you find for yourself, it's just it sets in more, right? So I have a feeling this person really already figured all this out, but I want to answer it anyway because I think it's a very profound question, and it might help a lot of people. So they were watching the Whole Brain State series that I have on my YouTube channel that's for free. You can go watch that and learn how to use a whole brain state to take care of old emotions or traumas, issues, ongoing problems. It's just a good way to work with yourself, to know how to keep your brain in a state of wholeness. First of all, is just a powerful tool instead of working right brain or left brain. So it's just a powerful tool to have in your toolbox, and then to realize that you can keep it that way all the time. It can be a life changer. So the question, or what they had said, was, I searched every bad emotion and got rid of them. Yesterday I had a feeling of happiness and good thoughts and was unstoppable with a heart full with heartfelt vibes and empathy for everyone. Today I'm feeling disconnected from my angels and lonely. Is this normal? Please help. And I'll give you two different thoughts on this, because 3 years is a long time, and everybody changes in 3 years. Hopefully you're growing in 3 years. I have changed my thought process in 3 years. So I'll give you two different viewpoints on this. And it depends on a lot of things. And I'll say it depends on your level of consciousness as to where you are. And it's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just where you are when you're there, right? So I searched every bad emotion and got rid of them. Yesterday I have a feeling of happiness, good thoughts, unstoppable, with heartfelt vibes and empathy for everyone. That's amazing. The key is to stay in that, right? So that by itself had its own feeling. And then somewhere in those videos, I probably said to find that good feeling and lock that in, right? Because then you want to put that into circulation in your system and you want to start memorizing that good feeling. You want to keep that in your system, and you want to focus on that. When you do that, it gives your brain a new way of dealing with your life. Right? If I'm dealing it from a state of empathy and good thoughts and unstoppable with heartfelt vibes, if I'm dealing with my life from that aspect, instead of all the bad emotions that you had from before, what you're literally doing is changing who you are. You are literally changing who you are as a person internally, which changes you externally, right? It changes your actions and reactions. When you go through the effort of searching every bad emotion and getting rid of them, you are altering yourself in such a quick way, to such a drastic extent. I don't know if I said it in these videos because I haven't watched them in years. But it's good to take your time doing this. I took about 2 years with anger, just going through and going through and go. I didn't do it all at once. Because you will get disconnected, and not from your angels. Your angels are always there. Always. Your higher self is always there. You might not always feel it, and you might not always know it, because once you've unplugged this many things from your old self, you're literally disassociating from your old self. When you do that, you have to figure out a new way to live. You have to find a new who are you to live by? Does that make sense? Which is why you hold on to the happy, good thoughts and the unstoppable and the heartfelt vibes and all of those wonderful, beautiful things that you have never been before. So you have to recreate yourself to this new thing. Does that make sense? Today I'm feeling disconnected. That's why you're feeling disconnected, because you disconnected. You disassociated with the old self, and all I can do is applaud you. That's exactly it, right? You will never get to know your new self. You will never get to know your higher self. You will let me change the way I said that. You will never get to create your new self if you don't stop associating with the old self. Literally, that's how this works. Today I'm feeling disconnected. I bet. Focus on the good stuff. Focus on the stuff you found. Focus on the stuff that showed up after you disconnected, because you get that nice rush of good emotions, and then all of a sudden you're just like, whoa. And it's literally because now who am I? Without that set of information in my system, the information being the emotions, right? We're talking about energy. We're talking about frequency and vibration in the form of who you think you are because of what you went through. You disassociate from that. You disconnect from that. Now who are you? Because now the world can't be the same. You can't be the same person without that negative stuff. And you might have gone through a period, or if you're doing this, you might go through a period where you feel like you're bouncing back and forth. Stabilize yourself, ground yourself, in your higher self, and then focus on what you are finding that's good. Stay there. And I should be pointing this way. Stay there. Feeling disconnected from my angels. Like I said, they never leave you. They don't. Keep talking to them. Keep going back into that mode of conversation, however you were communicating with them before. Even if you feel like you're not hearing them, don't stop talking, because that's going to help hone your focus. Yes, it's normal. It's very normal. Very normal. And all I can say is to go through it and to realize that you've altered yourself as a person will help you continue to grow in this new essence that you are. And it's not new. It's the true you. It's the true wealth of what you really are. You just have to realize it and then walk in it. So when I read this now, so now switching gears to 3 years later, and it's true what I just said. All of that is exactly right. But when I read this now and I say searched every bad emotion, my first thought is to say there are no bad emotions, right? 3 years later, I have grown. My consciousness has shifted. I am not the same person I was 3 years ago. I searched every bad emotion. There are no bad emotions. If you look at emotions like they are vibrations and frequencies, that is all they are. This is a chart of vibrations and frequencies. I have nothing else to say about it except that is what they are. Every one of them is in your system for a reason. We were taught that they're good or bad. If you take the labels away, throw away good and bad, and just say, I have these emotions that are causing me issues, right? You're focusing on the bad emotions for a lifetime because it's what we were taught to look at. It's what we were taught to see, the anger, the sadness, the guilt, the frustration, right? List all the ones that you were going through. And instead of focusing on those, defocus on them, right? Or you could observe them, step back into yourself, right? Into your higher state of awareness and just observe those emotions, and you'll find out they're not emotions. They are vital frequencies in your system that cause an equilibrium, right? They call it the contrast. We have to have the contrast of the good and the bad. What if it's not a good and bad contrast the way you were taught it? What if it's a contrast in frequencies. This one sounds this way and vibrates this fast, and this one sounds this way and vibrates this fast. But there has to be a nice balance, a harmonious construction between them that causes your nature to be whole. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right? And you become your higher self. You become the trueness of what you actually are, instead of what this world has told you that you are. I searched every bad emotion and I got rid of them. Today I would say don't get rid of them, observe them. Realize they're just frequencies and vibrations. It's nothing more. That's all it is. It's just a set of frequencies and vibrations. They vibrate differently. Somebody got smart and put names to them. Thought they were doing the world a favor, I guess. And there's a chart, right? There's a chart of emotions that goes like this, lowest to highest. What if there is no low and high? What if they're all vital to your system in some form? So you can't really ever get rid of those. They are part of your system. I would say seek to harmonize them. Seek to harmonize and bring them into a state of wholeness where it's projecting energy back into your dantian, into your energy center at your gut, at the sacral chakra. Let that energize, call all of your energy back through those emotions and utilize it to see the realness, trueness of who you are. And again, the happiness, the good thoughts, the unstoppable, heartfelt vibes, all the good, juicy stuff that make you feel good, right? That's the chemical construction in the system, from the good to the bad. Bad emotions feel this way when you single them out, and that's all you've got there. Good emotions will make you feel really high and take you into that state of bliss, but you're still unbalanced, right? You can only be there for so long, but you're still unbalanced. Neutrality is peace. Neutrality is peace. Today I'm feeling disconnected. If you are in harmony with all of these things together, flowing the way they're supposed to, there is no disharmony. You can't be in a state of disconnected or disharmony if you're, basically it's a state of flow, right? Because everything is synchronized, everything's harmonious, everything is there. Everything is there. Your angels are always there. I've said this a few times already. They never leave you because it is you. And I'm assuming after 3 years you may have found some of this out. It took me a long time to get to the place that I'm at, including a death scenario that propelled me way deeper into this. But you are that. That is what you are. If you can bless that and hold on to it and just let it reverberate through you, you'll find out you're never alone. And then the idea of lonely and being alone. Lonely is a state of being that you put yourself in. When you are alone, it's neither good or bad. You're either, I'm internalizing and using my internal strength when I'm alone so that I can use it when I'm not alone. And I'm never lonely because I know that I am that I am. Yeah. If you've watched my Whole Brain State series, I highly recommend you go now and watch the Beyond Heart Coherence, because it'll help you balance all this out. I hope this helps. I hope it blesses you. I hope that anybody who listens to this and watches it, that it gives you a whole different construction of what you can do with yourself. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you again soon.